Hello, welcome back, viewers. I'm Martin.
And I'm Paddy.
And we're back after a long, long time.
Yes, has been a while.
Yeah.
So,
Where have you been?
New intro, new battle rooms,
yes.
new channel, hopefully.
Yeah.
New projects, feel like.
Yes, we got things planned.
Yeah. So this one of our first videos after coming back to the YouTube scene after a bit of a break. We have done some videos this year, but not too many. But ones we have done have actually been quite popular with tournament vlogs.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into.
On the old TikToks and stuff.
Yeah.
Gotta get on TikToks.
First of all, we're going to look back at 2024 and what we've done. So this year, while we have not been doing battle ports and content, what we have been doing is running 12 events this year, which is a very, very big year.
Busy
year. Along with events, we've also been doing Learn to Play 40k evenings, doing the weekdays, teaching people how to play.
Which more people involved in the community, which is the main thing.
Which also ties into some of our events we ran this year. So this year we've ran 12 events. I'm looking at my notes. 2 of them were Big Bash events, which are 2-day, 5-round GT events. We ran. We've got
3 1K events.
Yeah, so we ran also. So something we did new this year was running our Baby Bash events. So my idea with this start of the year was the people we started coming to our Learn to Play evenings last year. This was a little event to just get them into the tournament scene.
Yeah, just so they can kind of like dip their toe into the pond, so to speak, and just see what the tournament scene's about. You know, if they enjoy it, then brilliant.
Yeah, so we ran 3 of them this year alongside our Bugle Bash events. So in the halls we have 2K event down one side and 1K event down the other side. So everyone in the same hall, all socialising, all getting into it basically.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been fun.
So with 1K events, they started out. We ran 3 of them this year alongside events. The first 2 very popular, everyone was into it. The third one not so much. Thoughts around that though was the people who started playing in the 1K events have then learnt the game, they know their armies, and they then want to play more in our 2K events. So our 1K events didn't become as popular to events towards the end because our 2K events was filling up.
I mean, one of the good things as well about us doing the 1K events, it's a bit of a shout out, you know. Hopefully his head won't get too big doing it, but Joe started off on the Wednesday night, learned to plays, did a couple of the 1Ks, won one of them, and then started playing in 2Ks and smashing it. Absolutely smashing it. He's one of the formidable opponents in the
he is a shithouse.
He is a shithouse, but you know,
he did
our shithouse.
he did our Wednesday evenings, played in the first 1K Baby Bash, won it, went straight into a 2K event, next one,
I think he
won it.
Did he win it?
And he won it.
Wow, get on, Joe. Well done.
And then he went on to
He's
do well. He is a shithouse. But yeah, he is a nice little thing of what's come out of growing it.
Yeah.
And there's other people as well who's done well this year and started playing 1K and now attending our 2K events. And a lot of them are signed up for our 2025 events. So yeah, we had 2 2-day events. We have our doubles Bugle Bash Bros event, which is good fun as always. Legends, Highlander.
Me and George, we did our Battleshock Bros. So it was Drakari and Tyranids, my Battleshock list, and George had so many pain tokens because of Battleshock, people failing, that he didn't know what to do with them. I think in one turn he generated 13 pain tokens, which was rather fun for him. So
it's good laugh our doubles.
It was a giggle.
And then we've had 6 single-day RTTs. So all our 1-day RTTs we run on strength of schedule over battle points. Reason for this is we don't then have to turn up at a RTT and score 100, 100, 100 to guarantee coming first. Instead, it all goes on. You finish your games, you get the win, and it's also how well your opponent does in their games.
So essentially, if you're rocking up to a tournament and you've completely annihilated your opponent to the point where they've only scored their 10 points were painted plus maybe 1 turn of primary and secondary. You've scored 100, they scored 20, and
it's a horrible game.
It's not just how well your opponent has done throughout the tournament in other games, it's also how well they've done in your game. So in your best interest, if you want to go for that podium spot, it's in your best interest to make sure that every single game that you play is as close as possible. Yeah. Close games are more fun, and that's essentially what we thrive to do in our community.
Yeah.
We like having fun games.
So it's not turn 2, turn 3, I'm just getting table view. It's cool. I don't need to go so hard. I probably can still win it, but let's have a good game and a fun at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
And what it also does, game schedule, and then opens that first place spot and other podium spots up to people who may not get there normally from scoring 100 points.
Like, there are generally some armies that do struggle to score 100 points in any game, let alone in 3.
Yeah.
You know? But there are other armies that they could quite easily do it.
Yeah.
You know? And players, like competitive players, will more lean towards those armies that can score 100 in every game.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yeah, those are our tournaments. We also attended some other tournaments. Oh, okay.
So mention some names who've done very well this year.
Yes.
So first one.
We've already mentioned Shithouse.
Yeah, Crossy.
Yeah, Mark Ross.
Won an event.
He did indeed.
Finally, after a long time coming.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Josh podiumed.
He did, yes.
Yeah, beating you even.
He did beat me.
Yeah. The new hive mind, Ross.
I was using a meme list.
And we also had Tom with Guard podium at one of the events as well.
He did, yes.
So it's good team showing around for your year.
Yeah, we've done.
And then you still got Shithouse George.
Yeah.
And Tris and people like that.
Yeah.
Always there, but we all look at underdogs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about meme lists.
And Paddy. Yeah. So that was all our events this year, which was mental. So alongside 12 events, a lot of us went to other events as well.
Yeah.
I think myself, I played in 20 events this year.
I think you were like 1 to 2 events a month at least.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah, this year's been a lot. But you've also come away with us. We went to Glasshammer.
I kind of took a step back from playing in tournaments outside of our local area, only because 10th for me is, don't get me wrong, it's a good game, but the flavour's kind of gone. So I have just focused on trying to build meme lists and just play in our local area. So I came along to Glasshammer, which I took my Battle Shock list, which was fun. Made everybody fear the Battle Shock. I think I went 3-2.
Can't remember the top end to us.
You didn't do
We were mentioning me.
Yeah, I think I had 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 losses.
I had a good time. And drunk a lot.
As Nev would say, I'm there for the good time.
Had a good time. But I did go away. I've been. What else did I do? This year I went to Beachhead, at LGT, did very well.
Yeah.
Crossroads, came second. Went Coventry, came back with all Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Like you, John. Yeah, try a few. And some cracking 2-day events and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I did a couple of curtain ones. I think I came 3rd in both. I think. But both of those were let down because I didn't have painted army.
Yeah.
The last one I went to, the last two days I went to, it worked out that I probably either would have got my first. It definitely would have been first in the last curtain I went to, but I think it would also worked out the same in the last Bugle 2-day. I couldn't remember, but yeah, if I just decided I wanted to paint my army, but who cares? I still podium with an unpainted army. It's fun.
Yeah. Cool. I think that's it. So yeah, good team performance this year.
Yes.
On team performance, so currently, and it probably won't change now, we are about 2,000 points in the ITC rankings for our team, which is about 200 points up from last year.
Smashing it.
So for those who don't know, with the ITC rankings, it takes the top 10 highest scores out of that team. Each player, it will only take the top 3 scores. So say Paddy won 5 super majors, it will still only take his 3 top scores. So it's overall team performance. And I think, George is in there, done well this year. Mark won an event.
Yeah.
Josh put in some scores.
Yeah.
Joe, obviously, put in scores as well.
Yeah.
And then the main one was me and Joe both going 4-1 at LGT.
Wasn't the Warhammer World one that me and George went to on there?
Yes, that's on there. Well, yes.
So that's one of the other events I went to as well.
Yep.
So, yeah, that was a fun tournament. George took away all the trophies. Greedy shit. I think I lost. Yeah, I lost one. It worked out if my secondaries were like my turn 4, my turn 5 secondaries were the other way round. It would have been 100-100 draw. So, but unfortunately, it was a 96 to 100 to my opponent.
Nice.
So, but yeah, I walked away. I think I had 5th. I think, but yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. But what's good to see this season, rather than just being 3 players with 3 scores each, you've literally got
quite
me,
a mix.
you, Mark, George, Joe, Josh.
Quite a mix.
Literally, it's like 5 or 6 people all contributing good scores.
It just goes to show that, you know, while the good players are still up in their game, it's also dragging other players up. So, like, one of the other things as well that we like doing at the end of pretty much every game that we play is we have a quick chat about how the game went. Whether that will be, oh, you deployed slightly wrong, or maybe take this out your list for like the next time you do it. And we're always trying to help each other become better players, because that's how like good players become better, is by playing good opponents, you know? So if you're just helping out the community, which we try to do as much as we can, you know. So, but yeah, it has been quite a mix. It's not the usual people winning tournaments,
which is good.
Which is good.
And then we've had people jump ship from our team.
We have.
To shitty powerhouse.
Shitty John. Which, by the way, John did really fucking well this year.
We all mentioned John.
Because he is still a Bugle member, although he's wearing the wrong shirt. Fucking traitor.
He's got to help the lesser team, so
he has got. Yeah, he's gone to help a lesser team, carrying it on his back. Decrepit old fucker. But yeah, so he won Bristol GT. Went to Atlanta, and I think he went 4 and 3. 4 and 3.
No, it's 8 games. It's 5 and 3.
5 and 3.
5 and 3. He lost the last game to TJ Lanigan.
Yes.
The cheating cunt.
Yeah.
He is with Found Sons. So he should have gone 6 and 2.
Yes.
But Americans are assholes.
Most of them.
We don't care.
Most of them. But yeah, John did very well, and well done, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this year, isn't it?
Yep. Shout out as well. So one thing we did do this year, myself, I supported Happy Piranha down in Troy with Robbie. He plays for Bugle. Helping out with him, he ran a few events using all our grass hammer sets and mats. And then Ian Jardine, who plays for our team as well, he teamed up with Company of Makers.
Yes.
And
Company Heroes.
Or Heroes?
I think it's Heroes, yes.
I think it's Makers or Heroes. One or two.
One or two.
Basically, it's for serving.
So essentially, service and ex-service members trying to get together as a community to essentially support each other. And the best way to do it is a community like this one. You know, we all support each other. One of the other things as well is the armed forces. They actually have a budget for an EA sports team, and if there is enough generated interest in 40k within the armed services, we're trying to get the armed forces to then give the 40k community a bit of a budget, so at least then you can set up a team or something like that within the barracks that you're in. So if you hear of any of those sort of events, by all means go. But I do really recommend it, because I mean, I'm ex-forces, and one of the things that we like to do is put on a good spread. So the food there, like, it's just like a really long table full of food. You go there, just have whatever you want. You go off and have a good few games.
Yeah, so you went to one in Plymouth, and then
Yes, a Dark Star I went to, up in Plymouth, and I think there was another one, I think somewhere over near London that they had, and then they did another one down here, which is down in Truro.
Yeah, so Happy Piranha one was the one I then helped Ian with.
Yeah.
So lent all our terrain and mats all free of charge to just help out.
Yeah, exactly. So
we probably will be doing more of them in the future of some kind. Some talks going on in the background for that at the moment.
Again, building the community.
Yes.
Getting the word out. 40k is a thing.
Yeah. It's been good. And then Mad for Midgets as well. Vinny's had his 1k events this year.
Like they've been really good. I didn't manage to go to any this year. I think you did.
I've been to a couple.
Yeah.
Still bashed.
Yes. But he also had a doubles as well a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, last weekend.
Yeah. And I think like he sold out on that. I think he had like 40 players.
Yeah, quite a few people.
So that was really good.
Yeah.
And again, they're all people that are kind of just coming into the community. They've got like their own little social groups and they play amongst themselves. But like dragging more interested into the game is great.
Yeah. And it's a bit more casual, a bit more laid back.
Yeah.
In there, so
yeah, it is really laid back in there. Like there's no ITC chasing points or anything like that.
It's not BCP on the thing. It's
not BCP. It's a different. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah. So there's no like people coming down trying to chase points. It's just generally nice and friendly. Yeah. You know, and it's a good laugh. Yeah. So.
Cool. So that's been 2024. So into New Year 2025.
Yes.
So, one thing I did do this year, so I've set all our events up for this year, and I made sure there wasn't any fucking clashes with Mother's Day, Father's Day. So
I was quite disappointed, actually, that we didn't get to do anything on Father's Day, because on Father's Day, my day, I get to essentially spend it away from the family and do the thing that I want to do, you know? So I'm disappointed in you there, Ryan.
Yeah. Obviously, last year with so many events, there was some clashes on some dates.
There was some clashes.
And so this year, we only have 7 events going on, not 12. There's no 1k events this year, mainly because the group of players who come through for our Wednesdays are all more keen for the 2k events. Yeah. So we've already got our January Buell Bash event up, Buell Bash 12, 25th January.
That's already sold out.
And it is already sold out.
Yeah, buddy.
And the good thing about that one is, I think there's about 6 or 7 of the Wednesday night players who's come through, and less of the actual main team, as I call them, which is good to actually see.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, it is really good. Yes, we've got that one in January.
Yes,
I think we've got another one in March.
So we have 4 one-day Buell Bash events, which is our one-day RTT 3 rounds. We have one more doubles event of some sort.
Some description.
Yeah, Buell Bash Bros. And we'll have 2 more Buell Big Bashes, which are 2-day events. One thing I am hoping for this year, we're only having 7 events over 12. Every event will fill up to the max. Yeah. So this year I'm limiting each RTT one-day events to 32 places. So what 32 places means is, as long as we fill out, there'll be 4 people who will end up on 4 wins. Yes. So we'll have trophies for first, second, third, and a 4th golden sausage.
Yeah. Talking about prizes as well, we were thinking of upping the prize count.
Yep. So new year, new prizes for this year. So we still have first, second, third, and 4th. If there is a 4th place, is undefeated. If you're 4th and you've lost the game, tough luck. Yep. Don't get the sausage. We still have our player vote for most sporting, and we still have a player vote for best army or thematic army, however you say it. But we've also added 2 extra awards this year.
We have indeed.
Yeah. So there's going to be another player vote, which will be for best single model or best lone op. The trophy's going to be called.
Yeah, the lone op.
Yeah, the lone op trophy. So lunchtime, when everyone puts their armies on display, we'll also have another section where people can put just a single model. So that'll be separate from the armies, and whatever's on display can be voted for. So if you have one outstanding model, you vote away.
But that model does have to be in your list. So essentially, if you want to go for best painted army, you're not going to be able to go for the lone op section. No. Okay? So, and you can't just bring a random model that you painted from a completely different army that you're using. It has to be in your list that you're using at the event.
Yeah. So we'll have that, which will be player voted. And then also we'll have a judge's choice best army as well. So we'll have a player voted army, and then we'll have a best army choice by myself and Paddy. Reason for this is there's that many
there's so many
people
good
put that
armies.
much time and effort into their armies.
Man. But it's not just like, we won't just be looking at like the best painted army either. It'll be like, that list generally looks really cool. You know, it could be like a Blood Angels list with like everything's jump packs, but like it's painted well, like it looks really cool on the table. Like those are the sort of things that we'll be looking at for the judge's choice. It won't necessarily be the overall best painted, you know.
But also, as well as like, I think sometimes in the prayer voted one, all it takes is like one big out model, and kind of can get everyone's attention rather than the whole army. So a lot of armies sometimes do it under the radar, even though there's lots of time and effort. So we want to award people for the effort.
Exactly that.
So we got 2 more hobby trophies basically. And then we still offer our wooden spoon prize of some dice, so everyone goes happy. But only if you stay for the awards.
Yes.
If you fuck off early, you don't get any dice.
You don't get your dice. It's tough titties.
On that, with the award ceremony at the end, I love everyone who stays behind and gets involved. I think that's part of the day.
It's part of the day. Like it's polishing off all the banter of the day. You know, it's a giggle. Plus as well, like if someone just slopes off, and I don't know, let's say you've had a really good game with this one person, and then like they just kind of slope off at the end. You're like, oh, I really wish I got to say like catch you later or whatever. Like, you know, just because it's acknowledging that they're a good person. You know, and that they're more than welcome back in the community any point, and you know it. So always stay to the end. Always saying like, see the prizes. You know. So because sometimes as well, they may surprise you. So
So that's our events this year. So it's every month from now till September. Only February we're skipping because there's lots of other events people are taking part. So all our events are up at Roach Ritchie Hall again this year, which we love as a venue.
Great.
Free parking right outside, food places nearby.
A bar from 1.
You
know.
Bar, toilets, kitchen, bring your own meals if you want, kettle, coffee in there always.
Exactly, we always make sure that there's coffee and tea at the ready.
So yes, that's all our events this year. So along with events this year, we're also going to be getting back to the YouTube side of it. Doing more content like this. Some battle reports, not too many, but here and then. What we'll do with battle reports though, I will try and keep them under an hour. Because I think people watching 2-3 hour battle reports, it's kind of been of a past.
I think people just kind of phase out from them. You know, so just more highlights. Like, we'll focus quite a lot on the lists. We'll like on both sides, and then like it'll just be a quick like, right, okay, this is like the highlights of each battle round or each phase or whatever. If something funny happens, or if we feel like, oh yeah, like this thing really needs to die, so like we'll record like the dice being thrown there, and then there'll be like the chat at the end. But yeah, like you said, like keeping it around about the hour sort of mark. I think that's good.
And we have quite a lot of new players in the team who've never done battle reports with us before. Joe being one.
Joe being one of them.
Sharehouse. But yeah, lots of people are keen to get involved with them as far as content like this. And then I'm hoping to do more of the old Volks when going away to tournaments. I think people love them.
People do quite like those. One of the other things as well, guys, if you guys have an idea of something that you'd like to see from us, just put a message, like either to us or even just leave it at the bottom of this video. You know, because it's all stuff that helps us. Things that you guys are going to be interested in, it'll help us to essentially get it out to you. Because if we don't know, we can't do it.
And I like to think this sort of content's aimed more at the local, like our Southwest community players, rather than like people out countries. People watch it, but it's more our local players who will watch our videos more.
I mean, like it's always been the same with battle reports anyway. It's like people just tend to tune in for the lists, then they'll watch like maybe the first turn, or they might just skip right to the end to see what the outcome was. You know,
watch someone. Oh, okay, he's going to lose.
Exactly. You know, so it's just stuff like that. So the other reason as well why we want to try and keep it down within the hour mark, but then there's also like like the local side of things, like you said. It's more tuning in to find out, like what sort of things are going to be happening.
Yeah.
Like I might get a mention, sort of thing, you know. So there's always that. Then
so like, on that as well, I'd like to do like a video after we've run a tournament.
Yeah,
just talk through the tournament.
That'd be quite cool.
Some of the lists that stood out, who did well.
Any drama?
And hopefully not.
Yeah, we don't tend to have drama.
I know one what I do want to do, I made it in January, or record a day of running an event from my side.
That'd be cool.
So start from in the morning, seeing what we have to do in the mornings.
So like for those people that are thinking, maybe I want to like start doing tournaments, at least then you kind of have an idea of like what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like how does that sort of thing work? Because like I would say like there aren't a lot of events that I go to where it's very well organised, but I'm talking from start to finish. There's always a hiccup, but with us, like it's so streamlined.
Yeah, we've got it in the bag now.
Like we smash it now.
Yeah.
You know,
there's a system that works.
Yes.
So we just stick with it.
Not disturb the status quo.
No. So on to this year as well. So that's the content. So then away events. So I don't know what you've got planned.
So I'm going to Glasshammer in April. Try and drag some of the guys with that as well. It's the same sort of like event that they did back along. So all Glasshammer terrain. Got a bar on site. They got like food wagons and stuff outside, which is always good. And it's really nice and spread out. Like you go to some tournaments and you're all just fucking huddled in.
Yeah.
Like it was so spread out that you could walk around your whole entire table without bumping into anybody. It was a really nice environment. It was like the venue is like it's quite a nice venue. Like it was quite warm actually during the event.
Yeah,
but like the actual venue itself, like it didn't feel hot at all. It just felt comfortable.
Yeah.
You know? So hopefully they do it at the same venue. I'm pretty sure they are. But yeah, definitely check out the Glasshammer guys with their events.
Yeah.
And if you are again like interested in like the terrain that we use, it's all Glasshammer stuff. It's all on their website. By all means, check it out. Get on the elite side of things, and you get your discounts.
Yeah.
But yeah, check them out.
There you go, Manny, Dan, you've had your prog.
Yeah, there you go.
So for myself, I'm going to be preparing less in our own events this year. So in time I will jump in. It's when we're on odd numbers or late dropouts and stuff like that. But I'm planning to go away to some of the big events because I do love a weekend away.
Because I think you're doing Beachhead.
Yeah, so February I have...
Which, by the way, they've sold out.
Yeah.
Like, they've done 180 players.
Yeah.
You know?
So start of February, I'm going Beachhead with Mark and James and Robbie, I think, and a few others.
Was on about going.
Yeah, I think it's about 8 or 9 people going. Yeah. And some people who yet buy tickets, you fucked up, but hoping to get some.
I'm hoping to do some of the UKTC ones, so like I'll definitely be interested in doing Bristol because it's only like 3 hours up the road, as well as a couple of others. If we can get tickets, I'd really like to do like some of the Warhammer World events because they're always a good laugh, or even just do like a couple of times during the year just to do a bugle invasion onto Warhammer World and, you know, cause havoc up there again.
Yeah, we do like a good Warhammer trip.
We do like a good Warhammer trip.
Not sure I'm back up to last time, but I'm also going to a tabletop tactics tournament in February. Me and James.
The RTTs, aren't you?
Yeah, one day on a Friday for me and James.
Quite surprised I managed to get tickets to them because they sell out really quick.
Yeah. James was nice enough to treat me to that.
Oh, bless him.
So that'll be interesting. Feel a bit bad. Everyone's going to have like the nice P armies, and they're going
Martin's going to rock up with his googly eyes.
Yeah, googly eye ones. Oops.
Oh dear.
But I'm definitely going to LGT again next year.
I am definitely contemplating going.
Yeah.
So.
And then the rest of my year is pretty open. Less events running this year, and there's no clash with any UKTC events. So I'm hoping I can go to some of them.
Yeah.
Just to come above John again. Yeah.
I'm actually hoping as well to go to one of the Hellstorm events again.
Yeah.
Me and George really enjoyed that event that we went to. It's like the first event of like 10th edition.
Yeah.
Like we really enjoyed that event. I mean, parking's a bit of an issue there, but like it was just a really nice event over at Sanctuary.
Yeah, Sanctuary.
Yeah. Like they're really nice venue, and like they've got yes, hello, Rich. They've got like donuts and stuff there, and their donuts are badass. But it's just a really like chilled out environment. I would actually like try and push for some of the guys to go to that.
Yeah.
As well. Then what other events was I wanting to go to? I think that was it for me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, a lot of the guys are going to be travelling to bigger events.
Yeah.
After it's like we've done our Volks this year and stuff like that, I know it's encouraged quite a lot of people wanting to go away.
Yeah.
Just for lads' weekend away and stuff like that.
That's what it is. Like we have such a laugh when we do go to those events.
Yeah.
You know. So
one rule is though you have to drink.
You do have to drink. So, it's just unfortunate that I don't like being a passenger for long journeys, so I tend to be the one driving, which does mean then that the day before we're due to go back, I don't drink, which is a bit annoying. And like that LGT that I went to where I got absolutely fucking annihilated.
Yeah.
That was fun. But yeah, I think that's, I mean, like goals, I think now. I think we need to set some goals, Martin.
I do have a goal, whether it be...
Is it a personal goal?
No.
Is it a channel goal? What are you looking?
Super major.
Oh.
Cornwall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you like a collaboration thing?
It will need to be a collaboration, yeah. But that's talks behind the scene.
Yes.
Maybe not next year.
Behind the curtain.
Maybe not next year, but year after, possibly.
That'd be cool.
Have a like 80-person super major, 7 rounds, whatever, down in Cornwall.
Yeah.
Would
that'd be
really good.
badass.
Yeah.
That would be badass. The but for this year, let's focus on this year, Martin. Have you got any goals for this year? Personal goal first, and then channel goal.
I'm hoping for every event to sell out.
Yeah.
So we've ran our 2-day events. I think 4 of them now.
I think
maybe
4.
Yeah, but none of them have ever stayed at 40 people for the whole weekend.
Yeah,
So always have been like late
drop
dropouts and stuff like that. So I'd like to have 40 people for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
For both of them, and the one day is to all be 32 players. Like some of them, like with bad dates last year, we still filled them up, and we still like 24, 26 players.
Yeah.
But I like to have 32 every event.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping we do less events this year.
Yeah.
And more spread out.
So I think for me, goal wise, I'm actually thinking of shelving Tyranids for a year and jumping on the Marines again. I think I need a palette cleanser. So
Cecigo doesn't paint.
Hey, I've got quite a lot of Ultramarines painted, thank you very much. But yeah, that I think like hobby goal, trying to get like more of my Ultramarines painted and do well with them.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much it for my own personal goals.
Yeah. Space Marines are looking good for New Year.
They are actually really good this year.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm on the other end of it. I had a really good year with Necrons, obviously them being a good place as well.
Yeah.
I am, but you said I am going to finish in top 10 Necrons for UK,
Nice.
which is quite good for Necrons.
I think
That's a
I'm
popular-
finishing top 10 NIDS UK, but then I haven't really looked or tried, to be honest.
I'm quite happy with top 10 Necrons though,
Good, though.
with how many people have been playing Necrons.
Lots of people playing Necrons.
Yeah.
So
So I'll take that. But I was quite happy this year that I played so many events.
Yes.
And like got quite a lot of trophies built up and stuff.
Yeah.
Because the year before I was getting a bit of stick. Oh, mine's easy. We'll just beat him. He doesn't play that much. So this year I was like, fuck it, I'm going to play as many events as I can.
And you smashed it.
Yeah.
You did.
And so one of the things I'm really happy with this year is in our team scores, I'm the highest score contributing because of LGT.
Oh yeah. LGT.
So I feel like I've done my part this year.
Nice.
So
Well, I think channel goal wise, I'd like to, by the end of 2025, for us to have at least 5k subs. What do you reckon on that? Yeah? We can do it. Get your nan, your mum and dad, and your siblings to subscribe to Bugle Bat Raps. Make me happy. Make Martin happy. Makes you happy.
We need some fucking entertainment for that, don't we?
We do need entertainment.
Get James on with his videos.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's my goal. That's your goal.
Yeah.
And then channel goals, like you said, you with getting the events selling out.
Yeah, events selling out.
Keeping them sold out.
And then just try and get some consistent YouTube stuff up.
Because for me, getting subs. Let's get those subs up.
Because good thing about YouTube, obviously, like it does attract wider audience. In like you go to when I went to Beachhead in February, I paid I think 3 or 4 people. I've never met before. It's like, oh no, you. I've watched some of your battle ports.
Yeah.
Quite a nice thing it is.
It's a nice little ego boost. It's great. We like ego boosts.
So we need to get back on it.
Yeah, we do.
Can't call ourselves Bugle Bat Raps, no Bat Raps.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be just Bugle not Bat Raps.
Yeah.
You know, we can't really have that. Yeah. So.
And there's a lot of new people in the group who'd like to do stuff and get involved.
Yeah, man.
Stuff like that. So, like, for those who don't know, we have our Bugle Bat Raps team, which is more people who pay to all the bigger events and take it a bit more seriously.
Yeah.
We also then have our second company, they call themselves.
Yeah.
Who come through the Wednesday nights. And what do they call themselves? Can't think of it now. They call themselves something like the Dirty Casuals.
That was it.
That's the Dirty Casuals.
But the funny thing is, actually, in their group chat, they've all given each other nicknames, which is quite funny. So it's like a really good like community thing. It's just like giving someone a nickname. It's like with Martin, it's Captain Four Up.
Yeah.
Joe, Shithouse. So
and
John,
probably a lot worse ones actually.
there's a lot worse ones.
There's a lot worse ones in there. But yeah, the second company, they're all keen to get on a video together and just chat shit and talk 40k and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to give them a chance to get involved in it though.
Because one of the things I think that I'd like to do as well is just do like just sit and talk random bollocks like we are now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just talk about like, oh, okay, what happened this month in 40k? Oh, we had the data slate drop. Oh, yeah, this, that, and the other we were fun with. And then just sit there and insult each other for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is basically what happens on 40k evenings anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You sit and talk for an hour. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got, to be honest.
I think so as well. But yeah, so hopefully we are back. New year, new channel.
Yes.
New York. Yes. But let us know down in the comments what sort of, if anything you want us to talk about. We will cover all the new detachments and stuff like that at some point.
Sure we will.
Yeah. And if there's any battle ports you want to see, anyone in particular out of the gang,
well, yeah, that's the thing as well. Is like if you guys want to see the likes of my pretty face, just say like we want to see more Paddy, or if you say I want to see some orcs action, then we'll drag orcs onto the channel, you know, and we'll do a battle rap.
Don't make me play orcs. It's painful. But if you want to see Shithouse Joe versus like Ark and George, and Joe just shithousing on George, wind them up,
and George get wound up,
let us know.
Everybody likes seeing that. There's no point putting me and Joe together, because if I end up playing Tyranids, he won't beat me, because how long has he been going to events now?
Yeah, he can't beat him.
He can't beat Tyranids. It's just it's his Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Tyranids. Just can't beat him. Yeah. It's quite funny. So there's no point watching that YouTube if that ever comes up, because you already know what the outcome's going to be.
You deserve this, Joe. And you know you do. Cool. I think that's everything covered. I think of.
So don't forget to do the likes and the subscribes.
Yeah.
All our upcoming content.
So I think like 1,500 subs on that. So yeah, try and double it by end. Or more.
I believe in you guys. You can do 5k. Come on, let's do it.
what is it? What's it called? If that fucking Kieran show, Kieran, if you're watching, if you can get the fucking shitloads of subs, you don't hardly fucking pay. Go and sub to us. Yeah, we know what we're talking about.
Us. We know what we're doing.
Love you really, Kieran.
Cool.
Awesome. Right. Till next time.
Cheers,
gone.